Good morning, everybody. Does anyone recognize what we're doing here? It is, in my opinion, it's not that bad of a job, but a lot of people would say this is one of the worst jobs on the farm to do. We're laying out pipe. So we've got this little pipe cart, just a lot of square tubing, and then it's got some poles. These are removable, so when you get down, you can take those out and the pipe comes off easier. And we have two sizes of pipe, a big one and a small one. And this corn was ridged, and so it's got little hills that go all along the row. This field is irrigated with a pivot. However, the pivot doesn't reach this corner, and they still want to be irrigated. We're on Grant's farm right now. And so they ridged it extra deep, and then we're just laying out this aluminum pipe. We've been going for a while now. There's a well way down there that this pipe attaches to, and then we've just been snaking it along the edge of the corn. And once you start the well and water starts flowing, then you just open these gates here or close them depending on how much water you want to flow. So you open them up, then water starts running down the row. So here's how this works. Usually you have a ranger driver, and then Grant's on one side and I'm on the other. And you pick up the pipe like this, and then you just fit it right like that. Put it in, lay it down, and just keep going. And there's your finished product, all the way down there. Pipe carts are famously kind of rickety inventions. Grant, when did you start laying out pipe? When you were a kid? Do you remember?
I was laying out pipe before I could lift out the pipe because I would just drive the tractor.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, we used to do this with the, what was it?
Like a 30-20 type thing? Or did it have a cab on it?
I don't even remember the number, but it was some cab or something or other. 30-20, 40-20.
That's awesome. I will say I may be a little bit biased, but looking at just like the color blocking, like green, long silver line, dark green and blue, doesn't get a lot better than that. Corn is in like full tassel mode. So our little baby ears of corn, they need all the water they can get to grow big. Good evening, everybody. So while most of my videos are strictly work related, straight to business farming, Grant and I do have some free time in which we spend doing fun activities, and we thought we would share one of those really fun activities with you guys today. So we're on location. It is a lovely evening. We have our 1975 CJ5 Jeep. Is that what it is, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I nailed it. You know, it's nothing special, but we like her a lot. She's got a little winch. The windshield folds up and down. Got a little back seat where we put a speaker. It gets the job done. And we take it out into the Platte River. You can't see the river right now, but it's right over there. And this evening, this military truck that Grant pulled out of the weeds and got running, I've got lots of videos on it that you can look back and watch. I think he just dumped 2 bottles of Northern Chill water in the radiator. But we're going to try to take this thing in the river tonight. And we just so happen to be meeting up with my dad, who also has a military truck and is also taking it in the river. So it is destined to be a good night.
Hopefully we don't get stuck.
We'll see about that. That's why I'm in the Jeep. I'll rescue them if they do.
I probably came down here a month ago and started it and moved it just a little bit. hyacinths in here. You think it'll start?
I'm always skeptical if things are going to start. Grant has a less than ideal track record, but let's see. Come on. Hey, there we go. All right. Let's hit the river. I never claimed to be a master stick shift driver, but I do my best. And okay, I get confused sometimes between like just a regular stick shift and with a semi. Like, is up reverse or first? But we got it. I'm a decent stick shift driver. It is a perfect evening. It was really hot today, like in the 100s. And the humidity, I think, was 58%. So it was not a very fun day to be outside, but this evening is really nice. The only downside with this Jeep is that it doesn't have power steering at all. And so it's kind of a lot of work to get it going, but once you get going, it's really nice. The river is super dry right now. So usually this is a channel with flowing water in it, but right now it's pretty overgrown with grass. We just haven't had a lot of rain, and right now a ton of pivots are running, and so all of the irrigation is taking the water from the river. Anyways, so as Grant and I have gone to a few different states, and we make friends, and people ask, oh, what do you guys like to do for fun in the summer times? And we always say we like to go jeeping in the river. And people are like, you're crazy, what are you talking about? We've never heard of that. So it's a pretty common thing to do. The Platte River people, it's like the folklore, I think it was a mile wide and an inch deep. It's not a very deep river. And a lot of times it's mostly just sand. And so people take rigs like this out, kind of junky Jeeps, but some people have really nice Jeeps. And on the weekends, you just drive around and look at other people's Jeeps. It's really, really fun. So all of our friends have Jeeps kind of like this, and you just head out, pack some snacks, and you just kind of drive. It's really fun. Grant is gonna watch this video and he's gonna say, you think our Jeep is junky? That's not what I mean. I mean like Jeeps that just aren't necessarily roadworthy. They aren't like 2017 Rubicons that are like cruising the streets. This Jeep wouldn't do very well on the highway. Dad's gonna show us how to get yourself unstuck. This is a much more accurate depiction of what the Platte River is like. It's nice, clear water. It feels so good. There's lots of little like soft shell turtles, and I found some like just regular turtles too. Lots of fishies, birds. You'll find deer here every once in a while. It's pretty soft sand, but I love this place. Grant and I spend a lot of time up at the river. So back in the like really early 1900s, the Platte River actually did used to be a mile wide. But as the population of Colorado rose and there's a lot more people using a lot more water, the river just kind of slowly started shrinking. So here we are today. There's lots of little channels. It's beautiful. It does get full when we get a heavy rain or there's a lot of snow melt in Colorado. The river does get fuller than this, but it's just been so dry here. It's perfect jeeping / military truck weather. Looks kind of bouncy in there. All right, everybody. We're jeeping. I really enjoy taking you along with me on just like my regular day-to-day activities, like with work. And so I figured, why not take you guys along with me for some fun too? It makes me so happy that my dad and Grant get along so well. Sometimes I think they're a little bit too good of friends. They have super similar interests. I don't know. I really appreciate their relationship with each other. Look at them. They've got matching military trucks. So I don't know if you can tell by the darkness, the fact that I'm using flash on the camera. Now it looks like we're stuck, but we're really not.
We are stuck.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. We're definitely stuck.
hi Grant. You want to tell the audience what you're doing under there?
Removing a drive shaft.
Now, why would you ever need to remove a drive shaft?
Because it's in 2 pieces.
Oh, is that thing you handed me earlier?
Yeah, that was the other half.
Oh, wow. Really? You don't say.
Yeah.
You want to give maybe a little bit more explanation than that?
Well, if you look right up here, you see that thing that's supposed to be connected?
Ooh.
Yeah, that thing. It came unconnected, and the axle went backwards, and the drive shaft split apart. Having too much fun.
Long story short, not good. So, we're on hour 2 out here because there's really the bank is way over there and way over there. We're in the middle, and home is way over there. So, we're gonna...
The father-in-law had to go back, so he left us out here by ourselves.
Yep. So, Grant is doing some fixing work.
Well, so what we're doing is just taking the drive shafts off so they're not flapping around, and then we're going to try to pull it out with a Jeep.
And we shall see. I'll put it that way. Now, you may be wondering, Laura, why are you in a tractor right now? What kind of tractor work could there possibly be to do? Well, it's not exactly work. So the military truck that broke last night, Grant and I were out there for about 3 hours in pitch black dark. Poor Grant was laying, well, actually not poor Grant, he broke it, it's his fault. Essentially the truck is broken and stuck. We fixed it kind of last night, but it's still stuck, and our Jeep was not heavy enough to pull it out, even though I was trying my darndest. So we got the 8330 and we are headed up to the river to pull it out with the tractor. And they kind of did it without me. However, the tractor got the military truck unstuck. We are good to go. The military truck is definitely still broken, but it's driving out of here. That's more than I thought it would be doing. After laying pipe out this morning, I am very grateful to be in an air-conditioned cab. I feel like I can't even complain about my auto steer not working, so I'm just driving this right now. But, you know, honestly, the AC is pumping full blast, so I'm grateful. Right now I am pulling the hiller, and you see these little spatterings of weeds. Do you see that? As soon as I go over them, they are gone. No more. None to be seen. So this field got sprayed early on and it killed a lot of the weeds, but it was sprayed so long ago that some other weeds are popping up in their place. So we're using old reliable iron technology to get these things out. Slow down, come out a little bit. So I was still wearing my irrigating boots from this morning because I thought I would be starting a pivot, but I wasn't. I actually ended up loading corn trucks for Dad, which is why I have all of this corn dust and chaff in my hair. It's not dandruff. But the irrigation boots get pretty hot after a while, so I am just in my socks in the cab, which I've never done before, and it feels very weird to be driving something in my socks, but it's way more comfortable in wearing those. So satisfying. Now I just gotta keep my eyes ahead of me, look out for those pesky weeds in the row, and not run over any of my crops. Pretty soon the beans will be canopied, and so the sunlight won't be getting down into the bottom of the row, and it'll be a lot harder for weeds to grow and thrive. And so this is just our kind of our last ditch effort to get rid of all these weeds before the beans canopy. I don't think I say this maybe often enough, or as I should, or as I'd like to, but I just wanted to say in like the most genuine way, thank you to you guys for watching my videos. I'm now distracted as soon as I start talking. Hold on here. Can't run over any of my beans. Okay, there we go. Anyways, I just wanted to say I don't take for granted the audience that I have. And I really appreciate the views, the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, just all of that. I hope you guys know that I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate you guys' time that you spend watching me and interacting with me. I kind of feel like we're all just like one big family, honestly, community. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I enjoy making these for you, and as long as you guys are watching, I'll be making them. So we're in this for the long haul together. Thanks for watching today's video. We did get the military truck out of the river, and I am honestly unsure of our fixing plan for it, but I'm sure we'll figure that out eventually. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Does this look like a familiar scene? I would just like to say this is the second time Grant has been pulled over in my pickup truck, and I have yet to be pulled over.
Man, I've driven for years, literally years. I never get pulled over. Anytime I drive this thing. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
When I was a little kid, I used to get pulled over a lot. I'd be like, why are you driving the semi truck? You're 10. They'd haul me home.
Have you ever gotten any tickets?
Yeah, I got a ticket. I think the only ticket I've ever got was for squealing my tires out of the car wash when I was in high school.
Okay.
The ticket was the cheapest part. Dad made me put new tires on the truck. That was expensive.
Ooh.
Learned a lesson though.
Well, anyways, just let the record show. I'm not saying I'm a better driver, but I might be a safer driver.